All right, welcome to the walk off. Breaking news here as the Athletics have traded star catcher Sean Murphy to the Braves in a three-team deal. So, how does this affect the Blue Jays? Well, obviously, Sean Murphy was the other key catcher that was available on the trade market. So, with Danny Jansen, Alejandro Kirk, and Gabriel Moreno being the likely trade pieces for the Blue Jays to upgrade this offseason. Now that Sean Murphy is out of the way, Contreras has signed. Uh, all of a sudden, the Blue Jays are a lot more appealing of a trade partner. So let's get into this. We'll keep this quick today, but I just wanted to touch on this and kind of break things down as far as what's going on. So, Athletics trade star catcher Sean Murphy to the Braves in a three-team deal. This in as of course, Jeff Passan breaks everything. Part of a three-way trade with the Oakland A's, the Brewers. One of the players heading to Milwaukee is catcher William Contreras. Oakland is getting catcher Manny Pena. Um, so I don't have the full details on what the haul was coming back to Oakland just yet. So I don't want to go down the road of value for catcher and drawing comparisons there with what is Danny Jansen going to be worth, what is Alejandro Kirk going to be worth relative to Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy was the cream of the crop, let's be honest. But Braves don't need a catcher anymore. That's one less trade partner for the Blue Jays. I believe Contreras signed with the Cardinals. No, who the Cardinals get the other day? Now my mind's going blank. Um, but I just wanted to go down. Let's have a look here. Cardinals. Sorry, this is how prepared I am. It's been a right. Wilson Contreras honored to succeed Yadier Molina with the Cardinals. So there you go. Best free agent off the board. Best trade candidate off the board. The price has gone up now for the Blue Jays catchers. I'll say that. I know earlier this week we were talking about the Teoscar trade in hindsight, and a lot of people were upset that we traded him too early. The market on trades has gone up. Jays shouldn't have traded him so early. Well, here's the counter side to that. We didn't trade our catchers too early. We let the market develop around us. So let's call that a win. Okay, let's have some positivity here. Um, and then I just want to pull up this article here on Sportsnet. So this is the breakdown from Ben Nicholson Smith. Sorry. So this is in November, right at the start of the offseason. But this is the likely trade partners for the Blue Jays. He explains teams that don't fit, teams that do fit, but only in terms of need, such as like the Cubs need a catcher but don't necessarily have anything they can offer the Blue Jays. That's kind of what this category is: Rockies, Diamondbacks, Tigers, everything. The fit that works, maybe in both directions. This is what we want to focus on today. So, Minnesota Twins, as Falvey said here, we're going to need to add, whether it's through free agency or trade. There are still some veteran catchers available, but certainly I would say Jansen, Kirk, or Moreno are certainly the top tier available in any given order, depending on what your team is looking for. So we got the Minnesota Twins. We got the Padres going to be looking. Padres have been aggressive this offseason. The Cleveland Guardians, they have a lot of assets they could trade. I know there was rumors with Shane Bieber being part of a trade. That'd be nice if that still ended up happening. The Pittsburgh Pirates, obviously, we've been tied to Brian Reynolds constantly throughout the offseason. He's demanded a trade, elite level offense in center field. Step back defensively last year, but last year the Pirates, as most years, were a bit of a garbage fire. So I don't want to chalk too much into his defensive metrics in a year where literally in the same season, the Pirates had a third baseman pulling spits out of his pocket while a base runner was rounding third and the play was still happening. Glove off his hand, the whole 9 yards. They also, remember, it was the same team where I forget who it was, sliding into third base and his cell phone popped out of his pants pocket. Like the Pirates are a joke. But Brian Reynolds is legit. So that's a team to keep an eye on. Maybe the price has gone up. Maybe we are able to pull up a trade off there. The Brewers, we'll still have to see what the Brewers did. They are part of that three-team trade with Oakland and with Atlanta. Corbin Burns would be nice. Uh, it's not going to be a one-to-one trade, so don't even get me started on that. Obviously, there's going to be accessory pieces to balance the trade out, but The Brewers have some real assets. The Cardinals, retirement of Yadier Molina, but as we just touched on, the Cardinals did sign Wilson Contreras, so they are going to be set for catcher, so we can cross them off the list. There you go. So this is our list right now that I think we're looking at: Brewers, Pirates, and the Guardians. Padres and Twins as well. Padres and Twins. So I guess that's the breaking news for now. Sean Murphy to the Atlanta Braves. How does this affect the trade value for the Toronto Blue Jays and their catcher situation? Let me know who you guys want to see come back. Let me know which catcher is your we can't let this guy go catcher. Okay. Um, I don't know if I have one. I think there's value in all three, and I think there's a reason to get rid of all three. So they're not without their warts, but they definitely all three have pretty high ceilings. So we're gonna leave it there for today. Mailbag tomorrow. So get your comments in on this video. This is gonna be something Scott and I really hammer about tomorrow. So get your comments in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the mailbag. Cheers.